Hey everyone, we're going to go over installing your sites with the Backup Buddy install files. Now I recommend that you have a hosting provider that uses cPanel. Most hosting providers today use what is called a control panel, which makes it a lot easier to do these types of things as far as installing sites and uploading files to a server. When you download the files from your download page, you're going to have a folder that's going to be the name of the site. So in this case, running shoes. Now you want to extract the zip file so that you have an open folder here. We're going to be working with the Backup Buddy install files here that you see, which are these two files. One is a zip file and the other is just a .php file. These are the two files that we're going to be uploading to our server. First thing we need to do is log into your cPanel account. What we're going to do first is we're going to go inside the file manager. Now it will open up in a new window. Now if this is a brand new hosting account and you're going to be putting the site on your main domain, which your main domain is the domain that you would have set up when you purchased the hosting package. Okay, so if you're going to be putting the site on your main domain, it will be going into the folder called public HTML. However, if you're putting the site either on a subdomain or an add-on domain, then you're going to have a folder here. Okay, so if you created a subdomain, you will see that folder here. If you are putting this on your main domain, then you shouldn't have anything here in this folder. Okay, so the public HTML folder, you wouldn't have anything here. So what you want to do is, if you are putting it in a subdomain, you want to find the folder that you're going to be using. In this case, I'm going to be installing the site on a subfolder. So I need to create the folder. You will not be doing this, okay? You're going to be installing it either on your main domain or an add-on domain or subdomain. So if that's the case, you'll see the folder here. You will not have to create a folder like I'm going to do just for this example. So I'm going to scroll down and find my folder. Okay, here's my folder for the site for what I'm going to install in. So I'm going to go inside this folder and you'll see that your directory should be empty. Now I'm going to click on upload. From this point, we're going to click on browse and upload the two files that I mentioned before. You want to pay attention to this maximum allowed upload space or upload amount. If your hosting provider is limiting you here to a very little, a small amount of upload space, you may have to contact them and tell them to change that. So now we're just going to click on browse. I'm going to go into my running shoes site. I'm going to go into my Backup Buddy install files, and I'm going to choose the zip file and just click open. That will start uploading in the bottom right hand corner. What we're going to do next is go ahead and click browse again, and we're going to upload the importbuddy.php file. These files will upload here. You'll be able to see the progress. While this is uploading, we're going to go back to our cPanel home and we're going to go create a new database. So we're going to scroll down to MySQL database wizard, and now we need to give the database a name. So I'm just going to call it, we can just call it, you can call it whatever you like. Okay, you can name it whatever you like. We're going to click next step. And if you already have it, it'll tell you if the domain already exists, so you'll have to do a different one. So I chose a different name. I'm going to click next step. And I'm going to name now we're naming the user. Okay, so I'm going to name it the same thing as I named the actual database name. I'm going to click password generator and generate a password. Make sure you copy that password to a notepad file and then click create user. At this point, you want to copy this to your notepad as well. If you named the user and the database different, then you need to copy both of these. If you name them the same, then obviously you'd only need to copy one of those. Now we're going to check the box that says all privileges, and then we're just going to click next step. At this point, you're done creating the database, so you can go back to your cPanel home. Now let's jump back over to where we're uploading our files. You can see that it still has a little ways to go, so I'm going to pause the video, and when it's done, I'll come right back. Once you see that it's completed and done with uploading, all we're going to do is click this link to go back. Now you should have the zip file and importbuddy.php. Now we need to open a new tab in your browser window.